Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the Layman's Guide to the Multiverse, where we dive between the panels and break through the fourth wall. I am your host, Matt, and this week with me, I have Edward.
Hey, how you doing?
I have Michael.
Hello.
And Paolo.
Do not choke on that seltzer water, Matt.
Ooh.
I'll choke on whatever I want.
Oh, God.
Choke if you want to.
Chewing's
Good luck.
overrated.
Good luck misconstruing that sentence.
That's the intent. I'm pretty sure.
That means two things.
You can't
Little
say
do
that was the intent. Come on, you ruined it. You ruined your own thing.
Paolo, you have a filthy mind, my friend.
You know what? 6 does 9 all the time.
Ooh, Jake gives two rides.
Nice.
So yeah. So who's been reading during this quarantine?
I forgot how. Does watching Netflix count as reading?
I mean, if you have subtitles on, maybe.
Okay.
We're technically all millennials, right? Then yeah. Wait,
Oh, man.
Nailed it. I've done so much reading.
first try.
Oh, wait, no, but not for nothing, though. Do you find yourself needing to have those subtitles on? Like,
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
not when I have
good.
headphones in. When I have headphones in, I'm good. But otherwise, yes.
okay. Yeah, I thought so. I don't get that. I feel like that's just the thing nowadays that we do. But yeah, you're reading, though, so it's fine.
Usually because most movies are mixed, assuming that you got a full-on surround sound system, and even if you go into the settings and set everything to stereo, it still sometimes sounds
Oh
like
my
garbage.
God,
Yep.
I hate that. When like all of a sudden like the action scenes are so violently loud that you have to lower it.
I was just gonna say that.
So,
Yeah,
so because you lower it, the regular conversation goes down to like a whisper like this.
Yeah, like
It's good.
like good example, Mad Max Fury Road, the
Yep.
cut that I downloaded off of Amazon. So that one, I went in my Amazon settings, my TV settings, everything is set for stereo because I have a little stereo system, but it's only 2 speakers, and it's still I can't hear any of the
Oh,
I
dialogue.
dang.
have a
ever.
sound bar and I have the similar issues.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
like when
Yeah.
the AC comes on, good luck.
Yes,
At least
yes.
for me.
Yep.
You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That AC turns on, all of a sudden it's just like. Where is that sound coming from? I'm trying to watch this TV show.
All right,
It's like watching TV on hard mode. It's good.
now, I mean, okay, so because we're in a comic book podcast, so who's actually been reading comic books during this whole time?
I've been reading so much this week.
Have you?
So much.
Must be nice. Learn knowing to read.
Because I mean, there's no movies coming out or anything anytime soon, so we've kind of got to bring it back to the basics.
They are rescheduling everything that's supposed to be coming.
Everything.
I heard that.
Everything. I mean, although cool note. DC is doing a virtual event in
fan
August.
dome, if you will.
Yes, actually, that's exactly what they're calling it, the fan dome. And
Wait, seriously?
yeah, they're actually calling it that. And
You
on
did
top
it.
of that, every section is going to
running it.
have a like they're going to have different sections for the fandoms, as it were.
The fan domes?
Yeah, so like the TV section, a section for kids that kids can go to and see some of like the more animated stuff, stuff for people that are more on the creative end. They're doing like a really cool job, and that's where they're gonna bring out like there's the possibility that you're gonna get a full trailer for the Snyder cut of Justice
Ooh.
League.
Oh,
that'll be fun.
They're talking about bringing in another some more trailers for some of the other stuff that they're going to be releasing. Rumors of some kind of the Batman thing to come out with that as well.
I'm super down.
Yeah, no, I'm actually really excited that DC would be doing this, considering we're in the era of social distancing now.
Yep.
Right? My only question about that though,
Mhm.
over under on how quickly that website goes down.
I probably within maybe
Seconds, because I'm thinking they're gonna put it up and it's immediately gonna crash.
it's
Yeah.
going to be free. So yes.
Can we not only bet on how quickly, but how often? Because I'm betting like 20 times.
Ooh.
Yeah.
well, considering Warner Brothers kind of shot themselves in the foot there because if they were still AOL Time Warner, they would have had the bandwidth for it because AOL is the cutting edge.
Yeah.
No, they totally would have had the bandwidth for it because nobody's using
Yeah.
it.
It's the entirety
exactly.
of America online. It's all of it.
Empty.
Every last bit of
Empty,
America.
never being used anymore. Who uses AOL Instant Messenger? Nobody.
Apparently 30, like they've got like 30% market share or something like that still.
You know
Yeah.
what kills me is, man, I would still be using AIM if more people were still using it.
Verizon
dead.
killed AIM. Yeah, Verizon killed AIM in 2017.
Yeah.
I would
know.
totally still
That's
use
what I'm
it
saying.
if it was alive.
Yeah, if it was still alive, I'd still be using it, man. I have a majority of my friends were still on that buddy list.
Oh, you are saying things that some people listening to this podcast have no idea what they even are. Like,
Right.
shut up, Grandpa. What the fuck is a buddy list?
You know what a buddy list is? That's the people you
I
buy
know
your
what
weed
it is.
from. Everyone knows that.
All right. What have you read this weekend? What have you been reading?
My buddy list, apparently. So I've been catching up on a ton of back issues. I'm completely caught up on Shazam. I am mostly caught up on Young Justice. I'm slowly catching up on Green Lantern. The current, well, actually, the Green Lantern. I'm slowly catching up on. And I finished Doomsday Clock.
Ooh.
See, that was the big event that recently finished that they're apparently also touching upon in Dark Knight's Metal, which is great, in my opinion. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, well, Doomsday Clock ends and it sets up a bunch of things. And apparently just the rest of the DC continuity just decided to not, even, what's the word I'm looking for? Acknowledge that.
Well, were they
And
not?
just did its own thing.
Were they not going to doesn't Doomsday Clock take place 5 years in the future of DC continuity?
Not 5, it's only 1. It's supposed to take place like a year from current continuity.
Okay, now this is going to be a dumb question. Does Doomsday Clock, does it center around the character Doomsday?
Does not. It actually centers around the Watchmen characters. From
So Doomsday Clock is supposed to be, and I can't even say it's a spiritual successor or like a spiritual sequel. It's a sequel. It's a straight up sequel to Watchmen.
Oh yeah, because it takes
All
place.
right.
It does take place like in Dr. Manhattan's timeline after the events of the Watchmen comic book.
Okay, yeah, but Dr.
Wow.
Manhattan lives in like 5 dimensions, so I mean,
Dr. Manhattan lives in all dimensions. Excuse me, I don't know.
I don't know how
Yeah.
many there are. Okay, whatever.
52.
He lives in every dimension, every timeline, every second, all at the same time.
Wasn't it? What did they call it? The it's not the
metaverse.
The metaverse, exactly. Yes. So the
Yes, that-
DC universe has come up with a new version of what they have, and now they call it the metaverse as opposed to the
Oh, for
multiverse.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Do we need to change our name now?
Rebrand.
Oh, we got our own crisis, and then we just reboot and rebrand.
Yeah.
I thought we did that already.
Stressed out episode.
Oh shit.
secret podcast war. There you go.
So it's funny that you mentioned that because the way that they explain the metaverse is that every time something happens to, I mean, really, how Jeff Johns explains it is that when something happens to Superman, it changes the multiverse, which then in point the metaverse reshapes itself.
So to kind of go a little bit deeper into that, what that explains, and I haven't finished it. I actually haven't read the last issue, but I've read.
Oh man, then I don't even want.
I've read the spoilers. Okay, I've read the spoilers. I've read the spoilers. I kind of did, but I will go back and read it.
Reading the spoilers or reading the end are like, it's apples and oranges.
What I understand is that the idea is that the DC universe as it is kind of revolves around Superman, and everything that every time something happens to change the way Superman becomes Superman, like his origin story, his startup, everything at the end of it, the entire DC universe, the events around that revolve around that.
So Superman is like the butterfly effect.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's a pretty
Okay.
decent explanation of that. It kind of leaves you with this idea that and that's why like every generation of DC kind of reboots that we've had, from the New 52, Crisis on Infinite Earths, all the crises, so to speak. I don't even know how to say that. The crises, the plurals of crises. They center around Superman and retconning his history, like changing his origin story just a little bit, like whether it changes from when he arrives on Earth, where he arrives on Earth, whether Pa Kent passes away before or after, like he's a teenager and discovers that he's Superman, whether he survives towards later on in his life. All of that stuff causes a ripple effect within the actual DC universe itself. And Dr. Manhattan figured that out. Yeah.
Yeah, with the basis of Doomsday Clock, they kind of hand wave the New 52 reboot, saying that like Dr. Manhattan is the one that caused it because he decided, or like he figured that out and went, well, what if I did this? So he just took away, or I can't even say he took away Alan Scott, because Alan Scott still existed. He just moved the original, and if you don't know who Alan Scott is, Alan Scott's the original Green Lantern from the 30s and 40s.
Right.
The first
The one, right, the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
that used magic.
Yes,
so
the one
his-
whose weakness was wood.
Yes.
Wait, he was what?
Oh,
Yep.
you don't know about this?
I didn't
Oh,
know that. I didn't know the
ha-
wood weakness.
You're gonna have to go back and re-listen to our Green Lantern episode, then, Mike.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna have to.
Pre-crisis, Layman's Guide to the Multiverse.
Holy shit, we rebooted.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
No, so just to give you a quick explainer, Alan Scott was the first Green Lantern. He was a Green Lantern based on magic, where his ring actually had a weakness to wood because of weird magic stuff.
things.
Yeah, magic things.
50s.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the 1950s.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
really the big explainer for that is.
Yeah,
And
so
he's the same Green Lantern that you see in Kingdom Come that's wearing that badass suit of armor and has that golden city floating. That green emerald city floating in the sky.
Right.
Same
yeah.
guy. That's that Green Lantern. It's
Okay.
it's different Green Lantern than Hal Jordan.
With his baller ass disco collar.
You gotta respect
You've
the
seen
collar.
that thing.
Yeah, you gotta respect.
Gotta
it.
respect that
You have
collar.
to.
That
So
Yeah.
his origin. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that collar is incredible. Like you don't mess with that collar. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Chef's kiss. So his origin story is, I mean, he gets into a train crash. Like he's on a train, big crash explosion. But he's saved because he's holding the lantern. Like he sees the lantern there and he goes to grab it and the lantern saves him. Right. Dr. Manhattan just moved it like 5 feet to the left.
What a dick.
So
Wow.
so Alan Scott was never saved, so he dies, right? Alan Scott then never, because he's dead. Green Lantern was never a founding member of the Justice Society, never fought in World War II, never inspired a new generation of heroes. Everything changes, right? So that was kind of the start of the New 52 is that like the first time you see superheroes in the New 52 is when like Superman starts showing
Oh
up.
yeah, and not just Superman in a costume. It's Superman wearing his blue jeans.
Mhm.
Blue jeans.
Yeah,
Superman.
blue jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah, blue jeans and a Superman t-shirt.
And he's wearing his baby blanket as a cape.
Literally a baby blanket. Like it doesn't go past like the small of his back. Like it's really
Yeah,
freaking. Honestly, that was probably the thing that I disliked the most about the New 52.
Really?
I was
Really?
not a fan. Like I did not like
Really?
Grant Morrison's take on that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because I thought where I think George Perez and John Byrne, was it John Byrne who was doing the writing, or was it just George Perez straight up? No, Dan Jurgens and George Perez were the creative team on like the regular Action Comics.
Uh-huh.
No, it was that was Superman. Sorry, I wasn't a fan of that because that was supposed to be like not so much the start of the New 52, but that was like when all of the Justice League, like that was 5 years into the New 52, quote unquote,
Mhm.
like that timeline. That was Superman established. So like the regular Superman title at the beginning of the New 52 was the established Superman, and Action Comics was like Clark Kent's origin story, becoming Superman. And because DC would do this a bunch, they just gave Grant Morrison the keys to the castle again. They were like, you rebooted characters a bunch, do Superman now.
do it.
And then they
I
gave
thought-
him
I
Green
thought it was
Lantern
a
too.
neat-
Like
I think the current Green Lantern is a neat thing in its own little vacuum. It's great.
Oh,
I don't know where it fits into the bigger continuity, but it's great on its own. That being said, though, with Superman's just origin story being completely changed now that there's not an older generation of heroes to inspire like the people that came before him.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
makes sense.
So
Yeah.
like when if Superman's now the first person you see, like if you go from these wondrous people, right, like with these fantastical, amazing powers that they stop World War II, that they stop the most evil man on the planet, right?
Right.
But you're already kind of used to seeing them. So going from like a power set like a Hawkman or a Green Lantern or a Hawkgirl or like the Atom, like that kind of stuff, to a Superman isn't a huge jump, right? People are kind of already used to seeing superheroes in crazy costumes. But if you go from nothing to fucking Superman, that's terrifying.
I mean, we saw it in Red Sun. Red Sun kind of
Saw it
did
in
that.
Red
Yeah.
Sun. You know where else he saw it? Man of Steel.
Oh, Man
Oh,
of
Man
Steel.
of
Yeah.
Steel. Yeah.
It's true.
So did I just make that scene where
Oh
Kevin
shit! Yeah,
Costner
you just blew
was
my
like,
mind. Yeah.
yeah, where Kevin Costner's like, "Don't save me, Clark." It makes sense now, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Right, because
That,
the
like,
world's
'cause-
not ready for that. Like, if you think about it, like even in our society as we are now, like seeing a man who's able to like stand in the way of bullets and not get hurt, literally punch cars into next year, fly, who just flies like that. You don't like. How do you react to that? Like us as comic book nerds would be like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
But
But it's also terrifying because it's fucking real.
Yep.
yeah. Wow, that's a
You
really
just hope
good.
he's on our
yeah,
side.
that's a real
Exactly.
good. That's a really good fucking.
So what's neat about the New 52 Superman, at least to me, because once he's established, he's like 25. And reading that, I was like, when they were doing that, I was around the same age. So it's like, that's kind of neat. Like, here's this guy with all these powers. And he's kind of a dick, you know, because he's 25 with the powers of a god. So like, it's kind
What
of a jerk,
25? What 25 wouldn't it be though?
right? Oh, that and the Kents also died when they were driving him to they dropped him off at prom and then died in a car accident.
Oh.
So he's been without parents since he's been like 17, 18 years old.
Mm.
Also
So he's
caused by
been
Dr.
kind of-
Manhattan, if I remember correctly, right? Or no?
No, technically caused by Dr. Manhattan because everything put in motion at that point was Dr. Manhattan.
Right.
But technically, Mr. Mixes
Oh god, that piece
an
of
imp
shit.
from the fifth
Oh, God.
dimension,
Love that guy.
right? He's fantastic.
Yeah, great.
No, but
Voiced by Gilbert Godfrey in the cartoon.
he was. It was great.
No, it was not.
It was so good. How can you not say it was so good?
I hated Mr. and Mrs. Picklicks. Like, come on, dude.
Just say his
couldn't
name
stand that guy.
backwards. Easy
Yeah, just say
peasy.
his name backwards.
Well, make
Yeah.
him say it.
Whatever. Anyway, continue, Ed. I'm sorry for interrupting with
Well,
my disgust.
What's great about, or at least to me, what's great about something like Doomsday Clock, Jeff Johns somehow was able to not only write a love letter to like all the stuff that he like all the old school heroes that he loved. Like it's a love letter to the Justice Society. It's a love letter to the Legion of Superheroes, but it's also commenting on like the super gritty, grim, dark, stuff of the '80s of like Dark Knight Returns and Watchmen. But it's also a political statement, and it's also a love letter to like the DC universe as a whole.
Mm.
But it's pretty much like the message of the comic is pretty much just don't be a dick.
you know what?
It's a good
In this
message.
day and age, it's a good message, yeah.
Yeah.
There's just a bunch of it's super hopeful. It's all about just having something to inspire you to keep you going, or having something to show you that if like you do that thing, or like that if you I don't want to be like, if you got somebody to inspire you to try hard enough and believe in yourself, you can do anything. But that's kind of what like the end of that book is saying. It's ridiculous. Like I could literally spend the next 2 hours just like breaking that. There's so much going on in that last issue. Hell, even a knockdown like drag out fight between Superman and Dr. Manhattan, where like that could have been lame,
Yeah.
is super interesting.
And you also gotta give it up to the artwork by Gary Frank.
It's fantastic.
Who absolutely kills it with like he's channeling what's the guy who did Watchmen? Dave Givens?
Yeah.
The artwork from that where it's like that
It feels real.
9-panel breakdown.
Mhm.
That's just that traditional comic 9 breakdown thing without doing what a lot of other artists do nowadays and do these like what like an Ivan Reis does is where he takes the entire spread and just makes these gigantic spreads that just look amazing. But he just does a great job of working with like 9 panels and making them look really good.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
No, especially like the end of this book. Like there being a fight. Like here's two godlike beings who you could argue have like, I don't want to say like the height of their powers, but like someone like Dr. Manhattan who has these just crazy, almost undefined abilities, and Superman who's got and a ceiling. Or I should say doesn't have a ceiling. Like, cause anytime you think there's a limit for him, he's breaking that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys read Paulo, I know you've read it. I don't know if you guys read 52 or the miniseries that spun, or I guess it was running alongside of that, World War III.
Nope.
I did read them. Yes.
Okay. So World War III was pretty much Black Adam versus every superhero on the planet except for Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, because they were fucking off doing whatever.
All right.
The end of Doomsday Clock is pretty much World War III. It's everybody versus Superman, and Superman's trying to get into, or like Superman's about to get into a fight with Dr. Manhattan and has to fight off the rest of the planet essentially.
Oh, jeez.
And while he's doing this, he's still protecting like children and like people from getting hit by cars and whatnot.
Oh, jeez.
It's crazy. It's a really good fight. It's a I don't want to be like that's why I love Superman, but there's a lot going on in that series. Definitely worth a read.
Gotcha. Doomsday Clock. So check it out.
It's real good.
Thumbs up.
So I'm reading a bunch of that. I'm caught up now on Shazam, which the movie that came out took a lot from that, like the current run. It's a ton of fun. Billy Batson splits his powers now. Instead of just with his sister, it's his entire adopted family.
Oh.
So there's like 5 or 6 of them now.
Yeah, they're pretty much
spoilers.
the Marvel family, more or less. If you've seen the movie, you understand that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's been a bunch of fun. He's been taken into, actually the whole family's been taken into like the different magical lands. They're split up in I think either like 6 or 7 of those. And each member of the Marvel family is supposed to be like the champion of that place and like ruling and protecting. But there's also a whole nother section of like monster lands and like quote unquote like evil lands.
Oh.
Where these other creatures or other magical beings have been locked away by the wizard Shazam and the rest of the Magic Council. You come to find out that Superboy Prime has been locked away there too.
Oh, what a scamp!
Right?
Wow. How did they pull that off?
Jeff Johns.
Okay.
He did it.
And it's fucking crazy because he's in maybe 2 issues for like a couple of panels.
Right.
And there's a point where like he's not only speaking to Dr. Savannah and Mr. Mind, because he's like, yeah, like let me out, and Mr. Mind's like, don't do that. Like that, like all these other like horrible like evil magical creatures totally gonna help us. This guy's not. Like, don't let him out. Holy shit, don't let him out.
Do you guys know who Superboy Prime is, or Superman Prime as he's called sometimes?
He's a little moody. He's what he is.
He was an internet troll that one comic.
That was amazing. I could not believe they made him an internet troll for a while.
So
It's quite the edgelord.
yeah, a quick breakdown of Superboy Prime. He's a Superboy from a planet or from an Earth where there's no other superheroes except for him. He's ridiculously powerful.
Yeah, doesn't he like fly into the sun or something like that and get like broken or something in the comic?
Think of like Silver Age Superman, the guy that like sneezed and accidentally moved the galaxy, or like the guy that just juggled planets or like moved his solar system back in place.
Yeah, he's kind of that.
Right.
Yeah.
It's that times 10.
So I've never read anything with Superboy Prime, but all I keep on hearing is, "Oh man, that's more broken than Superman Prime." Superman Prime.
Okay, go back and read Infinity Crisis is the book that introduces him. And then the other, well, no, I'm sorry. He's Crisis on Infinite, if I remember correctly.
Infinite Crisis.
Is it Infinite Crisis?
Yeah, it was the 2006 one.
Okay, yes, you're correct. And then his big, at least in my opinion, breakout was his role into the Sinestro Corps War when he fights Sodom Yat.
So good.
Oh my god, that's so good. I'm sorry. I will start rambling about Green Lantern. Finish please finish.
So what I thought was neat is that like while he's like yelling at Dr. Savannah to let him out, he pans, like he turns to I guess the quote unquote camera, like he turns to the reader and he's like, "Oh, all of you were still here too?"
Oh my god, does he now break the fourth wall? Oh god.
What a dick.
He pulls a Deadpool.
Well, yeah, he's already been breaking the fourth wall. He showed up in our world and through Dan DiDio, I think, out of the fucking DC headquarters.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
It's amazing.
So stupid. It's so stupid.
So he's going to be the Superman that fights Goku.
I hope
Yeah,
so.
he's going to do it.
So when DC decides, hey, we want to, that Deadpool fan base, they're going to make a Superman Prime movie.
Amazon.
That's one of
Amazon
those,
should
like-
make a Superman Prime movie.
Oh, Amazon should totally make a Superboy and or Superman Prime.
Friend of the
TV
show, Amazon,
comic.
please take note.
Friend of the show, The Forest.
Friend of the show, Jeff Bezos.
Jeff
please help
Bezos
me.
or the Amazon rainforest. We'll take either one.
Oh man.
Are we headed down like a? Were we on a train? Were we going through a tunnel?
Yeah, I jumped on.
That's my washing machine.
Oh,
Did we like jump on a subway car and then go through a station and then we met a wizard who told us what his name was?
Oh, are you Thor? What's happening? Is that a Thor?
No,
Is that a Thor
Is that a Thor reference?
is that a Thor thing? No, it's a Shazam.
Oh, okay. Either or.
That wizard's like, say my name, little boy.
Oh, I thought it was a Subway sandwich stop.
Ah.
I'm never eating fresh again.
Oh, that I didn't even realize that's a terrible slogan. Holy shit.
Anyway, current
anything
Shazam
else?
the current Shazam comic is absolutely fantastic. It's a lot of fun. Like if you've seen the movie, I'd say it's better than that, but it's more of the same.
The movie's
And I'm
pretty good
hoping-
too.
Yeah, I mean the movie threw out a bunch of stuff that like the comics was doing with like the magic lands and stuff. Like I hope the second movie does more of that. Speaking of the second movie, you know what else is going to be at that fandom thing?
Who? What?
Ooh,
Stuff
what?
for Black Adam.
Oh. Is The Rock actually doing
Yes.
Dwayne?
Yeah, I'm actually like super fucking excited for that.
it? He's been teasing that for I feel like 20 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were like, you're gonna be Black Adam like 30 years ago.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like the older
He's
he gets, the more fucking Black Adam he becomes.
Right?
Like, he's
Have you
seen
literally
him,
just
Willie?
taken the shape of Black Adam at this point. Like he just
I
needs to
can't wait.
wear like a tight, like you know how what's his name? The dude who played Shazam. I forgot his name for a second.
Zachary Levi.
Yeah, Zachary Levy. Like
Levi?
Billy
Yeah,
Batson?
Billy
you know how
Batson,
he,
yeah.
yes, you know how
Billy
he
Bat's son.
he had to put on like a slight muscle suit to look like Shazam. Yeah, no, The Rock is just Dwayne Johnson is just gonna channel that. He's just gonna wear a skin tight suit and he will be Black Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fair.
He doesn't even need powers, He just
No.
he's fine.
Why do you think The Rock's been getting stupid swole since 2009?
For this role
Doesn't-
specifically.
Yeah.
Hasn't The Rock like been super swole his entire career?
No,
He has, but
no,
he got
ridiculous.
ridiculous in 2009. I want to say.
He is on a new level, honestly, right now. Like, have you seen his cheat meals?
I know he
I
was eating just like stacks of pancakes and pancakes and pancakes and pancakes.
Yeah. And pans. He ate the whole pan.
Just ate the whole
Yeah,
pan.
he ate everything.
He's eating pants.
Yeah.
He's eating pans.
Peter
He's eating
Pan.
pans. He's eating ooh.
Yeah.
He's eating Peter Pan peanut butter.
He's
Oh,
doing it to get in character for Black Adam because Black Adam apparently loves pancakes.
He does. That's canon.
Oh, that's 100% canon. I shot pancakes out of a cannon once just in celebration of Black Adam.
That's true. And it landed in Dwayne's mouth.
It did.
Yeah.
You were there.
I was
You
there.
helped
It
me.
was a Dwayne The Rock celebration. But here's some pancakes.
Oh man, Ed, read anything else?
Young Justice. It's great.
All right, let's talk about Young Justice and go to a break.
We can.
do that.
So, you guys ever read Ultimate Spider-Man, written by Brian Michael Bendis?
A long
Yes.
time ago.
It's like that, but better.
Oh.
That's a big
So
claim.
I know. And I say that because Bendis's biggest inspiration for writing Ultimate Spider-Man was he was like, I just wanted to write Young Justice, but I was working for Marvel, so I couldn't. So I
Huh.
wrote that.
Oh.
It's really good.
All right, guys, we'll be back.
Please like, share, and subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcasts from. If you would like the rest of the year 2020 to play out like Grant Morrison's All-Star Superman. Don't like, share, and subscribe to this podcast if you would like the rest of 2020 to play out like Nick Spencer's run on Captain America. Thank you. All right, and we are back. So
Hello.
we were talking about Doomsday Clock and and Shazam. We were getting caught up on Doomsday Clock and Shazam, and then we left off. Ed had just mentioned he was reading the that comic book about the Korean hero, Young Justice.
Yeah, you're right. 100%.
YUNG.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know DC had any Korean characters. I mean, that's
Yeah, well, it's part of their new diversity initiative.
great.
They're killing it.
It's really good.
So it's just one guy.
Yeah. It's just one guy. It's also written by just one guy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I should say it's written. It's drawn. I have no idea where this bit's going. I'm sorry.
Straight to the top. We made it,
Well,
boys.
so we should,
We did it.
should
High five,
clarify
everybody.
there. When you talk about Young Justice, there's actually
Mhm.
two situations you could talk about. You could be talking
There's a
about
couple
the
situations we could be talking about.
animated series,
Which is great.
which
You
is
should
really
watch
good.
that.
fantastic. You should
You
watch
should
that.
pause this episode, like literally, go pause this episode, go watch seasons 1 to 3, and then come back.
yeah, we'll wait.
We'll wait.
We'll wait.
Well, wait, yeah, we'll be here when you come back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we're talking about the Brian Michael Bendis run that's currently going. Is he still writing that?
Yeah.
Okay. How long is he going to keep writing that? Because I was hearing
I-
rumors that he's going to be off Superman soon.
That might be for the better. I mean, let him keep writing Young Justice. Let him keep writing. He created a character named Naomi. I know nothing about her because I haven't read anything. She pops up in the next issue of Young Justice though that I'm reading because I think I'm 3 issues behind now. So I know nothing about her. But that book's just a bunch of fun. It's bringing back Tim Drake Robin, who at the start of the book is going by Red Robin, but he's dressing in his old like Robin costume from the 90s. So he's got like he's got like the sort of ninja looking outfit with like the half sleeves. You know what I mean?
I like that outfit too. That outfit's
I
a
do
pretty
too.
good outfit.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of the de facto Robin because if you think of that costume, if you think of that like the Robin costume I'm describing is the one that Dick Grayson wears in the animated series.
Right.
So it's that one. But he goes by Red Robin. They're bringing back Cassie Sandsmar as Wonder Girl.
Great choice, by the way. I've always been a fan.
Yeah, she's fantastic. They're adding in they're peppering in new characters like Ginny Hex. She's the great granddaughter of Jonah Hex.
That's cool.
And Teen Lantern, who spoilers for a couple issues in. She looks like she's a Green Lantern, but instead of having a ring, she's got like a mechanical glove that she's using to make her constructs with.
Interesting.
Huh.
Okay.
Is
Yeah,
it made
I
out
mean-
of teens? Did you say Teen Lantern?
Teen Lantern, yes.
Is there a club made out of
Um,
teens?
I wish. So you come to find out that the technology that she's using, I mean, she got it from a dying alien, so much like Hal Jordan got his ring. But that alien never really got a chance to explain what the tech was. It's essentially a glove that's hacking the central power battery, and
Ooh.
she's siphoning power from that.
That's
Oh.
fucking cool. I kind of like
It's
that.
neat.
That is really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, the character as a whole is pretty neat. But the biggest thing for me, this book is bringing back Bart Allen Impulse and Connor Kent Superboy.
Wait, what?
Yep.
As in Connor, not Superboy. That's what's his name?
Not Jonathan.
Not
Kent.
Jonathan Kent.
Not Superman's actual son.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Um,
so. Oh my god, that makes me so happy.
And it's great because like he just kind of shows up or I should say he's hanging out in Gemworld, but when like the rest of the Young Justice team ends up getting dumped in Gemworld and they meet Connor, Tim's just like, oh my god, like Tim and Bart are just like, I can't believe you're back, like holy shit. But Tim's also like, oh, Bart, holy shit, I can't believe you're back, because the two of them have just been gone since the New 52
Yeah, they just
Without a-
disappeared.
without a real explanation. And they haven't really given you a real explanation as to why they're back, but it's one of those things. If you're a fan of comic books, if they even give you just like they've been over here, if they give you just like a vague explanation of anything,
Yes, that's
you're
fine.
like, cool, fine, whatever. You gave me a reason. I'm also a pro wrestling fan. Like you mean to tell me that like Undertaker can shoot lightning? Yeah, he's an undead wizard. I'm in. Yeah, Bray Wyatt's totally a fucking kid show host, and then turns into like evil murder hobo Beetlejuice. Like, yeah, I get it. I'm in.
Or just Beetlejuice. I think you just said all 3 things that were Beetlejuice.
Oh,
But
that's so
it's
exciting.
been- Yeah, Young Justice has been a really fun romp. And like, if I haven't told you enough of just like here are these characters back, what got me, I think it's like issue 2. Tim Drake is riding a T-Rex and he's just like, yeah.
I mean,
Like,
I
super
would
early.
honestly be too the same situation riding
exactly.
a T-Rex.
But that's the comic. Like that's just that's the mission statement of the comic. Like, do you want to like jump off of a cliff riding a T-Rex? Yeah, you do. Go read it.
I may have to go. I may have to pick this up now. Oh man,
Yeah,
I was
the first story arc builds a couple of things, and it kind of gets you reacclimated with the characters. It really picks off once they leave Gemworld and they get dumped into the multiverse. They're trying to get home.
Oh, I love it. That right there. You just sold me.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
yeah, I'm sold now. I'm gonna have to go read this now.
I need to start doing your recommendations because what I've been reading is totally different.
What have you been
It's just
reading?
fun.
I've been trying to catch up on more of like the most highly acclaimed authors. So I started reading Swamp Thing.
Oh.
It's good.
It is, but like it's funny because I'm reading it because I really loved the cartoon when I was a kid.
I keep forgetting that existed.
Yeah, that cartoon
still-
was there.
I still have the action figures for it.
Wow.
But,
Yeah,
like,
that cartoon was there. Oh wait, the one with the fucking hand that like you could stretch out and then you squeeze his legs and it comes back.
Yeah, it was attached
buddy.
by a rope. I have a bunch of the action figures still, but it was like the most blatant like late '80s, early '90s thing where they just like we have this license. What do we do? I don't know. Figure out a way to use it to sell toys. And it
Like
was
Mice from Mars, totally.
oh yeah, but so it's funny because that was kind of like it's the same basic premise as Toxic Avenger the cartoon, where it's just this guy that becomes part man, part swamp, and then he like saves the day every single episode. And I think it only aired for like 5 or 6 episodes. It wasn't very popular.
Well, I mean, they also had the TV show that apparently didn't do too well either.
That's what I'm talking about the cartoon. Oh wait, there was an actual TV show.
Yeah,
Oh,
the DC Universe one.
oh, that one. I actually
So
watched a little bit of that. That was interesting.
I didn't get
I
to
hear
see
it's-
any of it.
I hear it's good, but like their budget was weird and a bunch of other stuff. It got picked up by the CW.
Oh really?
Oh.
They're bringing it back.
Interesting.
It's getting a season 2.
No. Wait, what? That I don't know. I know they picked it up and they started showing it on the CW. I don't know though.
Did I get the information wrong? I could have sworn I had read that they were getting a season 2. I could have read the wrong thing. Though.
So it's not ruled out. It's a possibility right now.
Oh, so they're going to see how
Yeah.
it does on TV,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, and that's what they're thinking about it right now. So the CW has picked it up. They're showing it, and then they're gonna see if it's if it does it. Because apparently season 1 leaves a lot of things towards the end that are just like begging for season 2. So if it gets enough people to like watch it, then maybe yeah. I mean, a lot of people apparently were saying that they were really upset by it was canceled because apparently it was actually pretty interesting.
And the reason it got canceled is kind of silly too, like something to do with like the state they were shooting in, and like the budget was done wrong. Like somebody carried a 0 and added a comma.
Yeah, I heard there was something weird about that.
Yeah, like something about like some tax rebate, but you see what's. But anyway, though, back to the comics. I started reading it.
Never mind that shit. Here comes Mongo.
Yeah, right. No. I started reading it because apparently that was Alan Moore's introduction into American comic book writing. He was only doing British comics before that, to my knowledge, as far as I can read. So I'm reading it just to get up to where he is. But what I've read so far has been interesting. But funnily enough, the thing that's even more interesting that I find than that is it's on the back of it. I think the character. I'm trying to remember the name of it. The character from it.
Alec Holland.
Masked Manhunter, was it?
What? Never even heard of that.
What?
No, I gotta dig up the issue again. But it was funny because I came in for I came in for Swamp Thing, and those back issues were interesting because it was again because it's not like the basic premise of Swamp Thing is that he goes from swamp to swamp across the country. Like the show starts off in the swamps of Louisiana. Then he goes up in like the Carolinas and so on and so forth. But it's very interesting. It's like he hops from one town to another. He's trying to figure out how to fix himself, how to become human again. And he's just finding all sorts of crazy shit wherever he goes.
Oh man, isn't not to spoil anything, but don't we find out at some point that Alec Holland is actually dead, and it's just the swamp thing is actually just literally bits of the swamp that like have his memory in it.
Because Alec Holland died in the
Alec
swamp.
Holland died in that swamp. Yeah, that's if I remember correctly. That is the whole premise of Swamp Thing, isn't it?
I wasn't going to
Alan
get
Moore
that.
Swamp Thing, yeah.
I wasn't going to get that far into it.
We did. We did it, guys. Clap it up.
Sorry,
Hey,
guys.
up top, high
Spoilers.
five.
Sorry, I fucking ruined that for all of you. Sorry, guys.
Man, wasn't it cool in that movie 7 when you find out Kevin Spacey's the murderer?
What?
The next thing you're going to tell me is that Darth Vader is Luke's father.
Or when Snape kills Dumbledore?
How dare you?
He just what?
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I thought that was something that was common knowledge.
Soylent Green is made of people.
I'm sorry,
This
guys.
is the real spoiler cast.
It's made of people.
I'm sorry. Forgive me, guys.
That chick in Old.
All right, so
Oh,
now that I've
Edit that out.
oh yeah, no, we're gonna edit that out. Yeah, that's not
I've also
staying.
you got it wrong, but it's okay.
Yeah, no, exactly. You're editing that out though, because you can't ruin that for people.
Do not. I
No.
refuse.
That was one of the big fucking spoilers. That was one of the big reveals that happened when I watched that movie, at least. Oof.
That movie
Oof.
put a bad taste in my
Big
mouth. Yeah, we
old
should just
oof.
edit this entire section. So, future Matt, we should pick up the conversation around here.
So Alec
Yeah.
Holland, yeah, Swamp Thing, going around to other swamps and shit.
Just being a swamp pirate.
I can't believe he traveled to all those swamps.
Yeah. By the way, the character that's in the back issue of the of Swamp Thing is the Phantom Stranger.
Oh,
shit,
okay.
yeah,
That's
okay.
completely okay.
It's really good. Again, a lot of it is suspense, so I don't want to talk too much about Phantom Stranger because, like, if I say like, oh yeah, there's this great plot where he's dealing with a corrupt minister, I just ruined it. And I'm not
Oh my
going to be the
god,
kind
this
of
is all spoilers. We
And I'm not
spoiled
gonna-
everything.
and I'm not going to be the kind of person that spoils a classic comic.
Matt, I'm just gonna call you
went there.
spoiler. I'm just gonna call you spoiler from now on.
He's a regular Stephanie Brown who showed up in the last issue of Young Justice I read.
Ah, so exciting. No, that's really
and-
exciting actually because like I really like Stephanie Brown. She's really cool.
Yeah, she shows up on Earth 3 as Earth 3's Batwoman.
That's fantastic. Anyway, continue,
It's great.
Matt. I'm sorry.
Young Justice is good.
Oh man, yeah. No, and the other thing I've been reading too is again because I always hear everyone ranting and raving about Neil Gaiman is Miracle Man.
You were right the first time, Neil Gaiman.
It is Gaiman.
It's no game. We've
I
had
always-
this discussion before.
We've had
too.
this discussion.
We've had this discussion before about how you say Neil Gaiman in a weird way.
I do. I say a lot of things a weird way, but
But we love you anyway.
oh, thank you. Yeah, no. It gets confusing because I think in the United States he's Miracle Man. I think in the UK he's Marvel Man. I could be getting it screwed up.
I think you're correct. You know what's really interesting about all that?
What?
That character has origins in Captain Marvel, Shazam.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
He was,
Interesting.
they, if I remember right, one of the comic imprints, like over in the UK, that owned the rights to like publish that or
Mhm.
to publish Captain Marvel, continued to until like Marvel and/or DC sued them. No, sorry, I think it might have been Wiz Comics at the time. I fucking forget, man. I just know there was weird copyright things, and then they weren't able to call him whatever over there, so they changed the color palette and the name.
Oh.
Everything about Captain Marvel has been nothing but a legal clusterfuck. If I'm being honest with you, that's why they call him Shazam now.
Yeah. But
Except in the one issue I read where the dead version of him is Captain Marvel.
What?
Word.
Yeah, there's a fucking ghost Captain Marvel and a Captain Marvel Jr. and a Captain Marvel Senior. It's crazy. You
but
should
it
read Shazam. It's real good.
Do it.
okay. But have you guys ever read any of Miracle Man / Marvel Man?
A little bit.
I have not.
I
The-
want to read more. It's good.
Because the whole premise of it is Shazam basically.
Mhm.
if Shazam became, if Billy Batson became Shazam and didn't go back.
Huh.
Yeah, Alan Moore touches on that again in a script that he wrote and pitched to DC called Twilight of the Superheroes.
Oh my god, I still want that to be actually written.
It's
a bummer that we'll never get it, but keep going. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no. So it's kind of another twist on that whole corrupted superhero trope. Like irredeemable, I guess the boys would fall into that category.
Yeah, it's that commentary on superheroes before that became the normal. Like,
right.
Oh, wouldn't it be cool? Like, oh, these superheroes, these are so cool that they're all fucked up. Oh, they do drugs and kill people. Alan Moore was doing this in like the early 80s.
Well, you could argue Stan Lee was doing it in the 60s with the Thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a stretch. Much like Mr. Fantastic. Spoilers, that got hit by cosmic rays.
What is happening?
I was just about to read the first issue of the first ever Fantastic Four, Ed.
So that's how he got turned into Michael Chiklis.
I was just about to watch The Shield. Come on, man.
I was just about to watch Breaking Bad, but he's not the uncle in that show, is he?
No, he's not.
No, that's
Oh god.
Oh,
Spoilers,
man.
Walter White is
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, Paula, what have you been reading?
Pretty sure we're going to call this episode the Book Club Spoilercast.
So
Yeah,
on the
seriously.
plus side, okay. So on the plus side, I can't spoil anything because I haven't finished anything of what I started reading.
You could have spoiled the first thing that happens. Remember,
I-
I got the fact that the Thing is in Fantastic Four. The cosmic ray spoiled for me. Come on.
Yeah. Come on.
Okay, so I have finally started reading Sandman. Finally.
So,
Ooh.
question.
Yes.
Now, I know you were saying that you were reading some of the other, or like the other trades were on Comixology Unlimited.
Mhm.
Have you been reading it on there, or have you been reading the physical copy that Matt gave
I
you
am-
over a decade ago?
Oh wow, public shaming.
Because
What is
Amanda
happening
and I
here?
had this conversation earlier. We have to.
What's
I
with the
am
shame?
reading-
What's with the shame?
I am reading it on Comixology.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
You look.
You know
The
what?
physical
I
copy is
shouldn't-
bleeding next to you.
It's just bleeding and weeping.
I shouldn't be mad because I still have Paula's first trade of Planet.
Oh,
Yes,
there
yes.
we go. There we go.
I love it.
Okay, so in defense of and I hate that I'm gonna be that guy who's gonna defend digital comics. Dude, it's just so much more convenient. I don't have to walk around carrying like a stack of trades that's like a full textbook worth of stuff.
You
like,
just have to carry one, Paulo. It's just one book. How many books do you read at a time?
You know what?
Okay, no,
You know-
here's the thing. Here's the thing. I am so lazy. I will not go upstairs to get a second trade when they're upstairs.
That's a good
okay?
stopping
You know-
point. That's good.
Okay, so if
You-
I
you
have
know-
everything right there in front of me, I'll read it.
You know what, Paula? New York City pizza ain't shit.
Oh,
You know what?
you shut
I
your
like.
mouth.
I think.
You
I
shut
think.
your
I think
dirty
Elio's.
New Jersey whore mouth.
Elio's is so much more convenient.
You shut your okay.
Elio's
You are
is
gonna be
so
listen.
good.
They're gonna cancel you
Oh,
so hard,
man.
Matt. Right now, like how dare you?
That's what you sound
All
like
the
when you say
New York
digital
people,
comics
we're
are
going
better.
to-
That's what you sound like when you say digital comics are better.
Holy
You may,
shit,
you
Matt
may as well
was-
just say,
Oh my god, Matt, Paulo, Matt just said that you preferred it to heat up your Elios in the microwave because it's more convenient.
Yeah, that's true.
We have delivery. It's fine.
Delivery Elios.
No delivery of New
From the
York
microwave.
pizza, bro.
he's going to deliver the DiGiorno's into his oven.
They have a
Oh
shop
my
right from
God.
home.
It's a
You can just
microwave
kind
oven.
of just order your, you can order groceries online. It's easy.
I do that too. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's
Okay.
fine. Showing my privilege. It's fine.
Just to get the
is-
grocery delivery man to just stuff the Elios right in the microwave for you.
That is so
Oh, that's
ridiculous.
offensive.
Yeah, to To order a frozen
offensive.
pizza from the grocery store.
Frozen pizza from the grocery store.
That's just torture. My
Nobody's
God.
doing that.
Wait, so but would that mean that DiGiorno would be delivering?
It would be at that point.
At
that
Holy
point.
shit.
Dude, we should sue Kellogg's for that.
Take that, Kellogg's.
Just be like, yo, it's not delivery. I got it delivered.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Wait, does Kellogg's own DiGiorno?
Yeah, they do.
I just learned
I
something
didn't
new.
know that either.
That's why it
actually.
comes in a cereal box.
Holy shit, you're right.
That's what DiGiorno's. The little circles.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I think I hate that. I think the idea of a pizza cereal is the worst thing I've ever heard. No, I'm lying. Heating up pizza in the microwave is the worst.
Yeah. Yeah. You need
You see, Paulo talking about digital comics brings out the worst in us.
Followed by a pizza cereal. Those are the two worst things I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's called extra cheese. They single layer of cheese and the milk is the next cheese.
Oh, I hate it.
And it's Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah.
And it's Hawaiian
All right,
pizza.
time out,
cereal.
Just
time
slurp up
All
that
right,
pineapple
time
milk
out.
afterwards.
Time out.
Oh, the pineapple.
Time
milk?
out. I'm not defending the cereal pizza, but I will defend the pineapple on pizza.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Like, it's not. It's.
I know. We're being polarizing here.
Yes, but like it's not terrible. Like it's not as bad as people make it out to seem. Like
No.
social media makes it far worse than what it actually is.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
And, like,
yeah,
and-
like the problem is most people that have had it, like I know a couple of people that are like, oh yeah, like I've had it, it's terrible. I'm like, well, where'd you have it from? They're like California Pizza Kitchen. I'm like, so some fucking bullshit chain that like it's not even good to begin with.
Exactly.
They don't even make good pizza, and then you're gonna put like a weird topping on it, and then
Ironically,
expect that to be fuck you.
Ironically enough, the place
you,
that I like pineapple on my pizza the most is Domino's.
Oh, you said it.
Yep.
Oh, you said it.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but man, is it good.
but like it has to be specifically from there. You have to. It's not like I just decide. You know what I want today? Some pineapple on my pizza. No, it's on the pizza with the ham and the roasted red peppers and the provolone cheese. Like it's not. It's its own flavor profile. Like you're not just putting pineapple on a pizza. Like you just don't do that.
Yeah,
But if you're getting it on like the flavor profiles that match it, then yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
That's why Hawaiian is ham and pineapple because you get the salty sweet.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would argue. I would argue that bacon pineapple is even better.
Oh, that's not something I've explored.
I have not. I don't know.
Really?
I haven't tested that either. Believe it or not.
Oh, that was like an immediate. Once I was like, yeah, ham's pretty good. But you know what's better than ham? Bacon.
As a rule, I will agree with you.
Yeah.
Just go in the middle ground and get Canadian bacon.
Ooh, not bad.
That might work. That might work.
Yeah.
Canadian bacon is a weird topic in like my household. Like it's not bacon. It's ham.
What do you fight your wife about it?
We have.
Like you guys just like threw down in the kitchen?
Yeah, we have about this. Yeah, we have. I mean, we know. Although both of us agree, that's the thing. We both agree that it's definitely not like it's not bacon. It should not
You guys
be
have
called
anger
bacon.
issues.
It should not be called bacon.
I mean, the next thing out of my mouth was going to be, did Sharon read Matt's physical copy of the first trade of Sandman?
She has not actually.
Book is just
what's
bleeding. There's just blood
the funniest
all over
hold
your
on, hold on.
apartment.
The funniest part is, do you know how many people I've gotten into comics telling them to read Sandman, and then they've read it and come back to me like, "Oh, this book was great. What else
Like,
do you
yeah,
recommend?"
sure.
I'm like, "Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic. You should read this book next too." And I'm like, "I haven't read it yet." And then they're looking at me like, "What?"
You recommend something I hope is good.
Sandman was amazing. Yeah, I hear it is.
Yeah.
What?
Thanks for being my guinea pig.
Yeah, right.
Fucking got him.
Hey, what's this internet you speak of? Oh, I don't know. Go to goatee.cx.
Oh,
I never been there.
I love when
really opens your eyes.
there are these.
Hey,
yo,
and
I have
rocket
friends. I
ship.
have friends who like link me. Yo, look at this death statue. It's so great. And I'm like, that's awesome. I have only seen this character in like the the things that people have linked to me. I've never actually read about this character.
She was awesome in Action Comics.
Exactly. And like I've never read anything about her.
All right, so because here's the thing, Paula. I feel that you are almost afraid to read Sandman because it has been put up on such a high pedestal.
Absolutely.
Oh, so he can't reach it.
Absolutely.
He put your physical copy so high up he can't reach it.
Absolutely.
He's got to go get a step ladder to go get it.
We've established he will not do extra work if the trades aren't right next to him.
If the phone is
canon.
too far
That's
away,
Paulo
if the
canon.
phone is too far away, he'll just microwave an Elios instead of calling out for takeout.
I don't have Elios in my house, so it's fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine.
Yeah, it's because you microwaved all of them and ate them.
It's so tasty.
But no. Okay, so yeah, that's part of the reason why I haven't read Sandman. Honest to God, it's been put on such a pedestal. It's going to end up becoming the next Watchmen for me, which in many circles, I get looks from people when I say, Watchmen's all right. It's good. It's a great comic, but it's not like the best comic. I'm not going to furiously masturbate all over it like some people here.
You should not do that to any comic.
I don't know
Fucking
if any
hope
of the
not.
four
It's
of us
my
would do that.
issue with Sandman, for God's sakes.
Why are these two
I don't think
pages
he's gonna want it
sticking
back.
together?
Paulo, did you glue
What
this?
did
What
you
is this?
do?
Did you buy Gorilla
What did
Glue?
you do?
Did you put that glue in my comic?
Is that what you're calling it now?
What did you
What
do?
did you do? What's
Gorilla
Elmer's?
Glue?
What's happening here?
Is that like? Is this like Walmart store? Is that like
Oh,
the,
shit.
is this like the arts and crafts glue?
Did
You know,
you-
like the little,
Yeah.
like the.
All right,
the-
so
gotta-
no,
gotta twist it.
hold on. No, you're gonna laugh. Here's
Comes
the
with a
worst
little-
part. Here's the
little yellow
worst part.
tube?
So I had every intention to try to get through the first
The
trade.
white top on it.
To try to get through the first trade today.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately, I started reading it last night and I got very sleepy. So I fell asleep. And then today I started reading it again and got sleepy and took a nap afterwards. So I don't know if the book is supposed to do that to you.
It is called Sandman.
It is called
It is.
Sandman. So
It is called Sandman, and the main character is called Dream.
yes. So I did fall asleep quite deeply after reading like a nice chunk of that first trade. So,
Maybe you're
but
just
it-
Yeah,
vibing
the
with
art
it.
is very.
yeah, I will say
right?
this. I will say this. I am very interested in what's going on right now. The artwork is a little dated for me, at least in these first couple of
That's
issues.
fair. That's fair.
But aside
I don't
from,
know if it.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
God, sorry. No, I was gonna say I don't know if it gets any more modern. It's still, I think it still stays kind of what it is, but it's very much like that art style. I don't think has ever really been duplicated.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's more of kind of like let me give this a read, and I'm actually interested in what I'm reading now. So I definitely will eventually finish this. However, the other book that I've read is more recent, and I'm not going to spoil a lot of it because I highly recommend everybody go out and read this. It's Dark Knight's Death Metal.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, I'm sorry. DC is going all in. They're releasing trailers to a Marilyn Manson song with the Batman Who Laughs dumping Batman. You get to see Wonder Woman in her ridiculous new outfit, her chainsaw of truth.
That's fucking
Wow.
Which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. You get to listen. There's a Bat Rex is a character.
Yeah.
Bat Rex is a real character in the story with a backstory written by Warren Ellis.
Oh,
jeez.
I am sold. I didn't. Oh man, I didn't realize it was him.
That's great.
Warren Ellis.
no.
Yes, Warren Ellis wrote the backstory for Bat Rex.
Because
Holy
I was already in on you already sold me on the character when you were like, yeah, T-Rex Batman's a thing, and he's real sad he can't throw batarangs because his arms are too short.
He's not sad. He's angry.
Oh, he's angry about it.
He's
Sorry.
very full of rage because he can't drive his Batmobile.
Oh no.
So I was already in, right? I was already in, and now you said that his origin story is written by Warren Ellis. Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
He's got to watch
Like,
out
have
for
you guys seen-
asteroids. Like that's all he has to worry about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All I know is that book is ridiculous. That is probably like I cannot draw a comparison to any other book I've read. In just the ridiculousness of what they're trying to do. It's very grounded in DC mythology as well. And that's the other thing. Like it's taking everything that's currently happening in the comics, like in Justice League, a lot of the Darkseid War stuff, Doomsday Clock stuff, Infinite Crisis, the crises as we've had in the past, tries to explain them and make them make sense to the continuity of why they keep happening to the DC universe. All of that is kind of in a way explained to the point where we're now having an anti-crisis.
What's that?
Is that what's supposed to, is that what death metal is supposed to be?
That's what death metal is supposed to be. It's the anti-crisis, if you will.
So things were just chill? Like, what does that mean?
I wish I could say they were, because no, the beginning of the issue is pretty chill. I mean, chill in the sense of what you're like reading.
Yeah.
But
So is this just basically Batman told through the story of like a 1980s Dio album cover?
Please.
I mean, you can. Some of that artwork absolutely is like. I don't want to spoil anything because there's so many cool fucking moments. Like Blackest Night is involved. Bunch of.
I feel like that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, no. Blackest Night's involved. Obviously, Batman driving a fucking motorcycle with a skeleton like fucking dragon head on it is ridiculous.
Oh, hell yeah.
Isn't he wearing like
with a scythe and like the
he's got like a leather jacket and a scythe.
Yeah, he's wearing Batfleck's future Batman look.
Okay.
Oh, it's cool.
He's got that look going on for him. Wonder Woman's in this crazy like metal outfit, and like her head is like half shaved with her hair. She's like super into forging weapons now.
Which could be a callback to the fucking World Forge thing from the first one.
Swamp Thing is now just this. Speaking of Swamp Thing is this burnt out like flaming skeleton Swamp Thing.
Is he still visiting swamps?
No, he lives with Wonder Woman.
Damn it! Spoilers.
They're roommates.
They're roommates, actually. Yeah.
Okay,
do they talk about the rent at all? Like, I have a lot of questions.
How many swamps do they visit? I'm stuck on this.
No, yeah, they do. Ironically, they visit a swamp during during the issue.
Hell yeah, I'm in.
Spoiler alert! There you go. Yeah.
Can we talk about Detective Chimp real quick?
I no, he's in the solicitation of the future. I don't want to spoil anything for the future. All I know is Detective Chimp is not doing any detecting in this.
Yeah.
He is more murder chimp.
He did not. Like, I saw one picture. Like, he's not detecting anything. He's getting straight to the. He caused the murder. He's investigating his own murders.
He's investigating that person's entrails with his giant knife.
Looks like he died from the action I gave him.
Oh my god!
All right, guys. On that note, go read Dark Knight Death Metal. Go listen to some Marilyn Manson while you're listening to it.
You don't have to.
Yeah,
go read Young Justice.
Go read Young Justice.
Go read Shazam. Go read Doomsday Clock. They talk about future crises at the end of that book. It's crazy.
Yes, it's crazy.
Good. It's all good.
Just be careful for crises, guys.
Be careful.
Wash your hands.
Good night, everybody.
All of the music that you have heard is the song Dance Rocket off the album Descent of the Goober Monster by Jesse Spillane. It is licensed under Attribution 4.0 International CC by 4.0 license off freemusicarchive.org. If you have a question, a topic you would like us to cover, or simply wish to tell us all of the facts that we have screwed up, feel free to email us at laymansguidetothemultiverse@gmail.com. Also, feel free to visit us at our website at laymansguidetothemultiverse.com.